Okay, today we're going to do a quick little headliner replacement in this. It's my 1991 Range Rover 2-door. As the headliner, inside is ripped here and it's pretty saggy. So we're going to do a quick replacement with this. So you'll need obviously a headliner, a brush, I'll show you that later, a tape measure, Stanley knife, permanent marker, a rattle gun, a drill, and then you need a box of contact adhesive, and then also some water because staying hydrated, and some scissors. Right, step one. Got to take the old headliner out of the car. Now some idiot has riveted the whole way across. Quickly, the headliner is held up with these in each corner of the front and under there, and then these holders. So we have to go around and we have to undo these, and also the light fitting, which I'll show you how to undo in a second. Number one. Then you have to remember to take off this little plastic part here too. And then for the middle one, that's that one. Around the other side. Oh, it's a stiff one. There we go. Put that down there. And then one more screw at the front. Didn't go to plan. There we go. Okay, for the light, what you want to do is you've got to twist. What is that? Anti-clockwise. And there you go. Then the light cap comes off. Okay, once the light fitting's been undone, it will fall out of the ceiling like this, and then all the other light gubbins will fall out. You then have to undo this here, this clip, and then you have to pull the two apart from the sort of crocodile clip, like that. Then you'll have two. Job done. Okay, next you want to drill out the rivets, which are above me here. We've got to be really careful. You just want to drill the top bit so the top of the rivet just comes off. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so there's a rivet. So we'll drill so that end bit just comes off like that. And then the headliner will drop down and we can cut the rest of the rivet out later. Okay, with these handles in the back, sometimes you just get a little flathead screwdriver and just give them a little flick out. The light fittings are free. There we go. Okay, once we've ripped off all the old sheeting, then need to take the brush and brush off all the old glue, and you can see it will just start coming off really easily. Okay, once we're clean, we don't need to cut open the new packaging here. with the Stanley knife. Okay, so once you've cleaned the headliner, open the packaging, you want to put the headliner at one end so then we can roll it down the whole way. We want to have about 6 inches to a foot over each end, and we have a foot at this end as well. So obviously when you drop the headliner in, it's going to push into all the different dents and divots, and it's going to want to bend over the back as well. Okay, so let's go. Move this a bit closer. Now I've ordered enough headliner here for 2 cars, so this should. Okay, so then we need to get our scissors and we need to cut the whole way across here. Okay, once it's cut, it'll just be hanging over the edges. You want to start by pulling back a little bit of the cloth. So then what we're going to do is we're going to spray the adhesive on here and then on the material, leave it for a bit and then fold it back in and push it into the corners. Here we go. 6 bottles of technically advanced high adhesive. We've now rolled back that bit, so then we can then paint this strip of glue, and then we can keep going bit by bit by bit. So next step is to turn the headliner over, so then we can tuck all the corners and the edges on like this. So I put the tarpaulin down as the ground's still quite wet. I didn't want the headliner to get muddy. So now what we need to do is go round about 2 inches on the whole thing, tucking the headliner over, and then obviously spraying it with glue so it all sticks together. For the corners, what we want to do is we want to turn this bit up and then cut off this, and then to get the nice return on the corner, you want to cut this at a 45 degree like that, so then when it turns up you'll get a perfect seam. Okay, so when that's done, we then need to get the Stanley knife again and deal with these for the lights there and there. So what you're going to do is you're going to cut across and then pick each bit back, pin it back, spray around and then pin them back. Don't worry too much about it being perfect, because the round cup holder for the light socket will press up into the fitting and give it a nice tight fit. so don't cut too close to the liners. You can just use some old rattle cans to keep the corners down. And then on to the next one. And the same again here. Okay, so we're nearly done. We just only need a nail. We need to go round. I'll show you where these holes are. Just put a little hole in the corners here. Put a hole. And then we are nearly ready to put it back in the car. Now we've got to put the wiring back in and put the screws in, and you'll see in 3, 2, 1. Is ripped here and it's pretty saggy.